Angry grandpa guy, and my God too, by the way.
Oh my God! How you doing, Paul?
I'm doing great. I've been trying to get on your show for months and months. You never let me on.
Man, Paul, your wish is my command. You just tell me what you want. Look here, Paul. How are things out in California right now?
Hot, and only getting hotter. My God, man, and your God too, by the way. It is just brutal out here.
Man. Well, you getting all set up and everything ready for tomorrow night?
We have been ready for tomorrow night ever since Triple H picked this fight, Grandpa. You know how this is going to go. I mean, it's not hard to figure out. Brock Lesnar has been ready. Brock Lesnar did not want this fight.
No, he
Triple H
didn't.
picked this fight, and Brock Lesnar's going to finish it.
Well, Triple H is a bully, Paul. I mean, come on, let's face it. Triple H is a bully, but he bullied the wrong person this time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and again, why would a classic entertainer, one of the greatest entertainers of all time, want to pick a fight with a fighter? Brock Lesnar came back to fight John Cena. He fought John Cena, and that was it. He was leaving. He was gone. And, and he had his one match, and then that was the agreement. And Triple H wanted to make that thing last a little longer and put himself right in the line of fire, and now he's going to have to answer that call tomorrow night.
I am actually going to get SummerSlam myself, and I'm telling all my youngins to get SummerSlam.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting night because so many WWE pay-per-views are structured so that to always end the night on a high note, so that there's always the hero that walks off into the sunset, so that the music plays and the people are happy. And I mean, it dates back to Vince McMahon's philosophy, dating back to Hulkamania. And tomorrow night, people are going to be all revved up to see Triple H fight Brock Lesnar. They're going to be all revved up to see, the conquering hero, the Game, go out and defend the honor of WWE and defend the honor of his wife and his children. And I'll be very honest with you, it just ain't going to happen that way. Triple H is going to get beat up and beat. He's going to tap out within 15 minutes if Brock Lesnar decides to torture him that long. It may last 90 seconds. What you're going to see, and this is not the typical WWE hype, what you're going to see is a very uncomfortable beating handed to a man that's going to get beat into retirement. It's going to be violent. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be uncomfortable to watch. And at the end of it, you're going to see Triple H tap out to the Kimura.
Fantastic. But, I got to tell you something, Paul. I really got a lot of respect for you a few weeks ago. I got a lot of respect for you anyway. But the composure you showed when that witch slapped you, and you were like, I'm not doing a thing. You showed that you were a perfect gentleman, and she was shown to be the damn trash she is.
Well, thank you very much. I don't really take anything that Stephanie did personally because, Grandpa, let's look at this situation.
She is married to Triple H.
But how many guys in life get to walk into an experience where Stephanie McMahon straddles them like a 9-year-old riding a pony? Do you know how much money that would have cost me if I wanted to purchase those services? My God, man. And your God too. It's just what a wonder. Have you seen her? What a wonderful experience that was.
But Paul, she's starting like a man. She's getting bigger muscles than me.
Well, there's another perspective to look at it from that way. I can understand that.
You think Shawn Michaels is going to stick his nose in this?
Oh no, he ain't coming. Shawn Michaels is out. Shawn Michaels got his arm snapped by Brock Lesnar, and that's it. He's not leaving the house. He's out. There's nobody in Triple H's corner anymore.
I was worried about him just sneaking in, and trying to get involved.
No way. This is it. Triple H is on his own. Triple H is going to have to man up and face Brock Lesnar. There's a lot of cliches you can tell here. You can say, game over. You can say this cerebral assassin is going to be assassinated. But at the end of the day, what you're looking at here is a very, very simple equation. Triple H is a multi-time WWE heavyweight champion, a world heavyweight champion, an undisputed heavyweight champion. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. And he picked a fight with a man that's going to kick his ass. He picked a fight with a man that can tap him out. And he picked a fight with a man who is a fighter of ultimate credentials that is going to beat him down, beat him up, and tap him out into retirement.
Yes.
And there's no escaping that. I mean, and that's the, Al Gore talks about an uncomfortable truth. This is the uncomfortable truth. And it's real simple. When you're matched up against someone, whether it's a fight, whether it's an even fight, whether it's a close fight, or whether you're going to smash this guy into oblivion, or he's just going to hand you your ass.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the uncomfortable truth. Triple H is going to get his ass handed to him.
Well, I kind of heard that, Vince McMahon had a new job for him after the fight, that he was going to let him be the bell ringer from then on. That's the only thing he's going to be able to do.
I can actually tell you why that rumor is false.
Why is that?
Can't ring a bell with a broken arm.
God, I love it.
That arm's going to get snapped at the elbow. That arm's going to get snapped in half. Brock already broke one arm. He's going to, either he's going to break the same arm and retire the guy, or he's going to break the other arm and send him into double rehab. I mean, this is going to be ugly. This is, if I said it on TV on Monday night, if anybody's looking for a classic wrestling match, or, oh, yes, we're going to compete today, and made a better man win, like that HBO special they had on Borg and McEnroe. If anybody's looking for something like they saw in the Olympics, where, two men have worked their whole lives into the situation, and they're going to compete, and one will win the gold. There's no silver medal here. There's no second place.
No, it's going to be a battle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it's a one-way battle. It's one man walking back to the locker room, and on his conscience is the fact that he beat another man into retirement. Period. Exclamation point. That's it. That's all there is. There's no poetry here. There's no poetic justice going down. There's no wonderful story that gets told out of it. But then at the end, the moral of the story is don't mess with Brock Lesnar.
Hey, you're right. Michael, back when you did ECW, remember?
Yes, sir.
And Michael was a little fella, and he used to beg me, Daddy, please get the pay-per-view of ECW. Please get the pay-per-view. And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna watch that. I'm not gonna watch that. So one time I broke down and said, okay, Mike, I'm gonna get it for you tonight. And from then on, man, I became an ECW fan, and every time you were on pay-per-view, I watched. I mean, they were jumping on balconies.
Well, thank you. And that was a situation where the guys were going to do everything that they needed to do to make sure that you get your money's worth. And if you're looking for your money's worth tomorrow night to see history be made, that's where the money's worth comes in, because you're going to see. Listen, it's real simple. Triple H, without taking anything away from him, guy has a lot of fans out there. He has millions of fans, and this is going to be their last chance to see him enter the ring, because he's going to get retired tomorrow night. I'm telling you, the man's going to tap out. There's no other conclusion to this match.
I never get pay-per-views, never. But tomorrow night, I am getting SummerSlam, because I want to see Triple H out of the damn ring. I want to see him doing something else in his little wheelchair,
Well, this is your opportunity, because I assure you Brock Lesnar is going to deliver to you your wishes.
Maybe you can get a whack in on him, too,
No, I don't need to. Why would I need to get physically involved in a fight involving Brock Lesnar? I mean, that's like saying, let me help the polar bear against the predator.
You're 100%
polar bear's going to do just fine. And the sad part about it, this is not even an even matchup.
No,
Triple H is not man enough to withstand the beating he's going to get. Triple H should bring Shawn Michaels, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, and X-Pac. He should bring all of DX with him. And that maybe against Brock Lesnar, the odds are a little bit more even. But I'm telling you, the end result will be the same thing on everybody. F5, 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 and they're all going to come to a Kimura.
You're right. Well, Paul, I know that you're a busy man and you've got a busy schedule, and I really appreciate you taking the time to come on here for me.
I'm never too busy for the Angry Grandpa.
Oh, thank you much, Paul. And Paul, tomorrow night I will be watching, and I'm not going to say I'll be rooting for Brock, because I know Brock's going to do it. So thank you so much for being here, Paul.
Grandpa, this one's dedicated for you.
Can you do one thing for me before you go?
I did two things for you.
Would you say the way you say Brock Lesnar when you go in the ring?
Well, it's a very simple thing. The man is the only person to hold the NCAA Division I Heavyweight Championship. The only man to hold the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship and the UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. How else would you say his name except Brock Lesnar?
Yes! God, I'd love to hear you say that. God, I do. Paul, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Grandpa.
Bye-bye.